Hi everybody, Coach Steve here. Hope you're having a great week and ready to get to another sport-specific workout. Today we're going to address the Alpine skiers on the team, and this is going to require us to use a lot of legs, get some additional mobility, flexibility. We're going to be working on our agility, balance, as well as strength. So all of these things are very important in the sport of skiing, especially because of the fact that you're dealing with speed, you're dealing with changes in terrain, maybe snow conditions. So all of these things require us to be able to manage our body's balance and control on that sliding surface. So without further ado, let's just kind of get to it. In terms of what we're going to need today for our workout, you are going to need your tubing, and it is going to be hung at the overhead or over the door attachment. And we're going to be using that for our tricep press downs. And that is really all we're going to need. If you do have a small weight, maybe 3 to 5 pounds, you can use that. Maybe if you even had a water bottle, it's just for a little bit of additional balance when we're going through one of our workouts today. So hopefully you have your water bottle handy, you've got your towel, mat, whatever else you like to have, perhaps maybe some quiet music in the background so that you don't have to listen to me the whole time. But let's just get started. So we're going to start moving with our lunge sequence as always with that forward lunge with the overhead reach 4 times. So let's get started. So that's that forward lunge with the overhead reach, and then the posterior lunge with the reach at ground. So that's 1. And again, my eyes are going to follow my hands as they have in the past. And if you're just joining us, we're looking to draw the biggest circles that we can with our hands as we go through this motion. All right, and 1 more. Feel that stretch all down the anterior chain, and then as we step back through that hamstring. All right, let's go with the other side. And driving back. 1 more. Great stuff, everybody. All right. Shake that out a little. Now, we're going to go with our lateral lunge. And that lateral lunge is going to have us reaching at chest height and around. All right, so we're going to go 4 to the left, 4 to the right. Remaining nice and high, proud chest. Going to keep this foot flat. Okay. And last one. Great. Let's take that. Go to the right side. Again, hands at chest height. Eyes are going to follow hands. And last one. Great stuff. And then that, just bringing that back. Let's just take that up to a nice little jog. If you want to just bounce side to side, you can do that too. Forward, back, little boxer shuffle. We're going to follow this up with some high knees and some butt kickers. And then we'll get right into our routine. I hope you're going to enjoy it today. And good stuff. Shaking that out. And now 30 seconds of high knees. And here we go. Get those knees up. Nice and high. Let's keep that head and shoulders back, nice and proud. A little higher if you can get them up there. Great stuff. And 3, 2, 1, and shake that out. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna follow this up with butt kickers. So if I turn sideways, just gonna bring those heels to our bums. Again, keeping our head and shoulders nice and proud and back, and let's go. How's everybody doing? Another 15 seconds. Again, getting those heels up. 2, 1, and shake it out. All right, let's have a little bit of water. Okay, now I realize that snow is gone, and perhaps maybe you're dreaming about that first run on the slopes again, and hopefully we're going to be able to recreate some of those movements and feelings for you today and make our training smell a little bit like your sport. And what I mean by that is, you know, it just feels right. This is what I do, and so this is something that I can really believe in and continue to repeat. So our first exercise, this is where that light weight that I had suggested earlier, if you've got a very small dumbbell, or I'm going to use my water bottle, what we're going to do is a 3-point squat. Okay, and this is going to be a squat where we reach to the left, reach in front, and then reach to the right. And we're going to do that 4 times. And our position for this is we're going to have our feet tight together, right, a narrow position. And we're just going to squat. And as we squat, we're going to reach to the left, and I'm going to slide as far as I can and drive those hands over. And I'm going to reach forward in my squat, and then I'm going to reach to the opposite side. So 4 times around. Let's get started. Nice proud chest, reaching out as far as I can to the left and to the center and to the right. That's 1 surround. Each time trying to go a little bit further. That's twice. Three times, last time. Over. Great. Hopefully you can see how that feels, as if we're almost edging on those skis into those turns. All right, so that's that 3-point squat done. Let's shake that out. And we're going to come over to our tubing, with our overhead attachment. All right, and from here, we're going to do some tricep press downs. Now, you can hold the handles however you like. I like to actually slide the handle down, so it's more like a ski pole for this motion. All right, and from here, I'm going to get a little bit of resistance on the band, and if you need more, you can certainly add to it as we go. Pardon me. And we're going to do a nice athletic ready position, proud chest. We're just going to drive those hands down to our sides. All right, so elbows locked in. We're not going to be letting them swing. And let's go for 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, shoulders back, 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff. Feel that start to work through those triceps. And now we have our square or our imaginary box. And what we're going to do for this is we're going to be in our athletic ready position, and we're going to jump across the box, laterally and then diagonally. So what that looks like is I'm going to jump from one side to the other, and then I'm going to jump across to the front, aside, and then back across. All right, so we're going to do that 3 times to the left and 3 times to the right. So I'm going to start at the front, going to go to the side, back, side, and forward. All right, that's 1. So let's start fresh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Taking it to the other side. And 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Shake that out. Good stuff. Now, if you can get a little bit lower than I was on that, please do. It's something to work on. The lower we can get, obviously, the more ski-like that becomes. All right? So we're now down. I'm going to get down onto the ground. I'm going to take a break here in a moment. But now we're going to be in a little bit of a V-sit. You can have your knees bent if you like. For this, going to have long arms. We're going to reach to the left and we're going to reach to the right in a Russian twist motion. So if I'm forward, we're going to reach to the left and reach to the right. All right? So why don't y'all join me? We've got 10 each side. Okay, here we go. That's 1. Trying to reach as far as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great work, everybody. Last one. And 10. Oh, outstanding. Really started to feel that. I hope you did as well. So, as promised, you get that drink. Take a rest. Use your towel. Okay. And shaking that out. All right. I'm just going to preview our next 2 exercises, and then you can join me with them. So our first one is our lunge, forward lunge, but with our lunge, we're going to actually be reaching to the opposite side. So usually I would get us to go over the leg to stretch it, but this again, this is going to aid us in being able to control when our hips get outside us just a little bit, so that we learn to have that ability to slide them out and bring them back in control. All right, so we've got 10 of those each side. And then we are going to go with a walkout. The way that that works is we're going to walk out to a push-up. So I'm going to have straight legs, straight as I can anyway, if I have to bend them to get down. And we're going to walk out to a push-up position, hold for a second, and walk back in. And we're going to do that 10 times. All right, so shaking it out. One quick more water break here. And let's get started. So it's that lunge with the reach to the opposite side. All right, here we go for 10. That's 1, 2, great stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking to remain nice and tall. 7, 8. Last one. Sorry. 9. Last one. And 10. Great. Oh, I need to do that again, as I always like to finish strong. Okay. So, opposite side, step, and reach. Oh, I love that stretch. Step and reach. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Great stuff. Hopefully you're feeling that through that back leg, that hip flexor, really getting that bit of rotation as we're rotating our pelvis and our hips are moving on our leg. Just a great way of opening that up. All right, so now we've got our 10 walkouts. Pardon me. So if you'd like to join me, gonna reach down, walk out, and back in. Now, if you need to bend your knees to walk back in, that's fine. Looking to try and get a little bit of a hamstring stretch as we drop down. Push up, nice and flat, and back up. That's 2. 3. 4, and hopefully it gets a little easier on those hamstrings as we go out. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Great, hold, and back. All right, great stuff. Let's have another drink, another break here. We'll get into our last sequence of 4 exercises. Okay, so the next sequence, we're going to be doing a little work on our hip flexors. As we know, being in that tucked position is a long, hard position for those hip flexors to be in. They need to be able to control the body's up and down motion. So with that in mind, we're going to start with some high stepovers. We're just going to pretend that there's a hurdle or a fence beside us. Going to have a nice proud position. You can have your hands on your hips if you like, and we're going to step up and over an imaginary fence and then up and over with the other leg. As we do that, we're going to make certain that we don't tip as we go. All right, so 10 to the left, 10 to the right. Okay, here we go. That's 1. Great. Again, keeping that head and shoulders nice and proud. And up and over. That's 3. 4. Get that up. Great. 6. 7. Great stuff. 8. Are you getting a little higher? That's 9. And over the other way. Great stuff. 10. All right. Shaking that out. Those are our high stepovers. All right. Next. Check my notes here. Oh, I thought this was coming. We have our low squat rotational jumps. So what they look like is we've been working on our hip drives in some of our weekly workouts. Now we're going to put those hips to work in a tuck position. So we're going to get into a nice low position, and from here we're going to jump our legs to the left or turn to the left and then turn to the right. We're going to stay in that low position. This is going to start to burn. Your legs are going to get tired. Let's try and stay as low as we can. We're going to turn 10 to the left, 10 to the right. So Getting low, if you have your ski poles, or sorry, not your ski poles, but if you have your tuck position and you're solid on that, we can hold that position. That's not my thing, so I won't be trying to demonstrate that. So getting low, and let's start driving the knees one way and then the other. All right, so you can go as fast as you like for 10 more times each way. Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff. All right. My legs certainly started to feel that at the end. Hope yours did. I know I started to get a little higher and drift. We want to try and maintain that nice center neutral position. All right. Shaking that out. And we've got another jump-like motion. So we are going to do side-to-side hops, one leg. However, if you have some issues, maybe you're dealing with an injury and you're not comfortable doing it, instead of going side to side, we can just hop left and right. All right? This is going to be 10 jumps on the left. We're going to slowly try to get bigger as we go. All right? So 10 jumps on the left, 5 each way, 10 jumps on the right, 5 each way. Here we go. You can have your hands on your hips if you like. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, getting bigger, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff. Shaking that out. Other side. So we're going left, right. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff. Shaking that out. My goodness. Let's have a quick little drink as well. Okay. Now, after all that leg work and knowing that we're always in that rounded tuck position when we're skiing, we're going to do a little something for our posture to open us up, make us proud. Also, allow us the opportunity to get nice, good, deep, full lungs when we breathe. All right, if our posture is rounded, it's very hard for us to get that deep breath in. So I'm going to be down. We're going to be going with our Ys, our Ts, and our Ws. All right, we're going to be doing 5 of each. Going to hold for 1 second at the top and truly demonstrate what that looks like. I'm going to be down. That's a Y, T, and W. All right, thumbs up the whole time. Here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing it back to a T. Really extending those arms and up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great stuff. Okay, now we're bringing those elbows and bending them in. And here we go. Pull those shoulder blades together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way back. Everybody squeeze those shoulders. And 5. All right. Great stuff. So that is the main portion of our workout for today. We're now going to start our cool down and maybe chat about some of the things that we've done. So let's have a quick drink and we're going to go through our cool down. Okay. All right, so let's start with our lunges again, our forward and our back. They're just something that I really strongly believe in. So we're gonna do our 4. So that's that forward lunge with the overhead reach. And hopefully that feels better than it did earlier. Just more stability, more control, because we've woken our body up. That's 2. And 3. And last one. And back. And I'm going to point my toe there to get a little bit more into my calf and hamstring. And that's 4. Opposite side. Great. And this is our opportunity to get our breathing under control as well. Let's go one more. Great. And shaking that out. Okay. Now we're going to go with our lunge, our lateral lunge. But instead of our rotation up high, we're going to reach down, touch the outside of our shoe, and reach back. All right, 4 each side. Why don't you join me? Great, that's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Great. Other side. Now, any one of those sequences that we've done today, let's go to, whether it be the first 4 or the second 4 in our sequence or circuits, and last one. Great. These are all fabulous things that you can be doing. You can break them up and add 1 or 2 to your routine, whether it be the low rotational jumps, whether it be the 3-point squat. All of those things are designed to start working to create the flexibility and control that we really need to be able to edge into those turns and control that uneven terrain and really the fact that we don't know how the snow is going to be, and there could be some, there could be some gouges that we need to manage in the terrain. So it's just being able to control as many of the different environments and elements of the slope as we possibly can. So if I look forward, we have our standing roll. So we're just going to allow ourselves to fall forward. Just going to curl everything down. Great, you have a nice easy little bend, just a soft bend in those knees. Great, and then we're just gonna slowly curl everything up. Great, that proud position, that's 1. 2. 3, last one, always come back to that nice proud position. 'Great stuff. All right, we're gonna take it down to the ground and we're gonna perform another one of my favorites, which is the iron cross. So the way that looks, if I am lying on my back, and this is what I look like lying on the ground, I'm just gonna bring my right leg across to my left hand, and I'm gonna bring my left leg across to my right hand. All right, so let's see if I can find the right angle here, get everything out, and we're just gonna step across, keeping that opposite shoulder down, and back the other way. That's 1, 4 each way, Nice and slow. Feel that through the back of your leg, maybe into your hip, lower back. That's 2. And you go as far as you can. Again, keeping your opposite shoulder down. 1 more time. Great stuff. All right. Roll over here and get ourselves into our child's pose as our last exercise or stretch of the session. So we're going to put our hands out in front, separate our knees a little, and we're just going to fall back. And we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds. If you want, you can walk your hands out and away from you. Try and increase that stretch and length. Great stuff. And let's come on up. So that is our sport-specific workout for alpine skiing. We are going to build off of this with our second workout. So please take the time to be diligent and do this workout. Speak with your coaches so that they know what's going on. And when we revisit alpine skiing in a couple months, you will be ready for the next challenges and set of exercises as we move forward. So I really do hope that you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and keep sweating. Bye, everybody.